You know what it is, man. You know what it called me.
Alright guys, welcome to the video today. In this video, we are discussing Blink in Destiny 2 and why it is actually really good and why I've been having a ton of fun using it recently. If you remember, I made a video probably 5 to 6 months ago talking about how I hate Blink in Destiny 1, but it's back, baby. And it is, you know what it has in common with trash now? Nothing. All jokes aside, Blink is actually really good. Initially, I didn't like playing Warlock because I felt like it just played way too slow. And before in the beta, you had that 6-meter melee difference to kind of, or distance, you know, to kind of justify playing it, and it was still pretty good. But I just didn't really feel like I was having a good time when I was using it initially off launch. But however, as soon as I put on Blink and the transversive steps, which are the exotics that increase your sprint speed, and I believe there's supposedly a hidden perk on it that increases your slide distance as well, just like the stompies on the hunter. So you know, when I put those on, it actually was really fun playing a warlock. Like before, I felt like an 87-year-old that had like no legs and arthritis plaguing his whole entire upper body, like crawling around the map. But then after I put on the transversive steps and paired it with Blink, I was actually having a ton of fun. And the thing about the transversive steps, which kind of helps with Blink, is the Blink overall feels faster, if that makes any sense. I don't feel like I'm in the air as long, and I feel like I'm just like a bullet, you know, just flying, just kind of like flying through the air, you know, just kind of like, you know, like woo, you know? And one of the biggest issues with Destiny 2 right now is it's so team shot heavy that if you run around a corner, if you're getting any sort of sticky situation, the movement abilities are so slow and so bad, and the time to kill is pretty high that you can't really get away from anything. And Blink is the one ability, and I'm including, you know, the Hunter Dodge, the Icarus Dash, and all that. Blink has been the one ability so far that has consistently gotten me out of situations that would have been otherwise, you know, impossible to get out of. So if there's like 2 people on you, you're really weak, you know, you can outplay people pretty easily with Blink because the radar doesn't display when someone is above or below you anymore. So when you're blinking, sometimes people will just look clueless, like they don't know where you are. As you can imagine, it's probably not the best idea out there to run around using Blink with a scout rifle. It just doesn't really fit that type of play. So far, the best loadout that I have come up with is the Dead Orbit hand cannon in my kinetic slot, and then the Trials auto rifle in my energy slot. The main reason is that I wanted to have a hand cannon and an auto, and I feel like pretty much all the kinetic weapons that I've tried, or all the kinetic hand cannons, have really bad handling, mainly the Better Devils. So when I put this thing on, it just felt the best overall. I felt like I could play quick with it, move around. It just, I don't know, felt the smoothest to me. Also, another thing that works really well with the bottom attunement is that if you're running Blink and you have the Devour attunement, basically where you get a grenade kill, or if you swallow your grenade, if you get a melee kill, you start this chain of regeneration. So during this like 7 or 8 second period, any kill you get will regenerate your health instantly. It's not a thing where it triggers health regen, literally instantly restores all your health upon a kill. So if you get someone weak with an auto rifle, if you have burst glide on, you move so slow that you're probably not going to be encouraged to chase that kill because you're going to get team shot from another person, or you know, maybe they're dancing to look around the corner and they have an SMG and they're just going to melt you or something. But if they're hiding behind that and you have Blink, you just blink directly at them, you know, straight across the ground, and you get a melee off. Like I said, if they're weak, they'll die in one melee, and then that triggers your Devour, and anyone you kill within the next 8 seconds is going to give you, you know, basically instant health regen. And yes, I know I say basically a lot. And don't think that I'm saying Blink is OP, because it definitely isn't. It has its flaws. Immediately after Blink, you can't see your HUD, you can't see anything on your screen basically, except for the gun in front of you for a short period of time. So it does kind of balance it out. So if you are a relatively good player and you're familiar with your surroundings, you know kind of the flow of the maps, you know if people are going to be where you're blinking, you're going to be just fine. But it's by no means OP, so I don't think that me making this video is calling it OP, because Bungie has had 4 years to tweak Blink, and I think by now they've kind of established the sweet spot for it and where they want it to be. So I think it's in a good spot. It's just overall the most fun for me to use, and that's why I'm making this video, because I feel like a lot of people are saying Destiny 2 is way too boring, which to an extent I do agree with. And you know, I'm just trying to give you some spice, some fajita seasoning to spice up the game, because you know, just like some raw chicken breast, can always use fajita seasoning, baby. Anyways, that's it for the video today. It's a very late one. It's almost midnight and I have school tomorrow, so hopefully you enjoyed it. If you are subscribed and you want to make sure that you do not miss a video, the most important thing you can do is go over to my channel. If you are subscribed, you'll see a bell. Click on the bell and enable post notifications. That is the best way to support me right now. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll get to see you guys in my next video. Peace. Please subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes, thank you.